believe this is happening.
Yeah! Back for another episode of Staff Inspection. It's late. That's the only time we have to work on our own cars, but yeah, we got this thing set up, and Jose's still here, so I stole him. We're gonna try and build a roll cage today. Last time, I ripped out the entire interior, repainted some of the subframe stuff, pushed out some of the bushings, all that crap, but emptied everything out, ready for a roll cage. Gonna have to build some pads, do a main hoop, cut out some of this trash, and hopefully have half a roll cage done tonight, but I'm gonna get started. So first thing we gotta do is make some cage pads, and I caught Kyle on his way out the door.
Came in to say goodbye.
Yeah. Well,
next thing you know, I'm cutting pads.
you gotta give me gifts.
This is why we work on my van.
Yeah, see? There's always an ulterior motive.
All right, so you need some 5x5?
5x5s, don't need the holes.
You want 10 of them?
Do 10 of them.
I'll just cut out 10 of them.
Cut out 10 of
I'm
them.
gonna try to cut out all 10 at one time.
That's why you're the hero.
Pads coming up. That's what I like to see.
One down.
You can duplicate your cut, so we can cut 10 of them out at once instead of just doing one at a time.
Yeah. You look super cool right now. Yeah. You snowboarding, man? Hit him with it. Is that it?
That's it, but one thing we should do, and you were saying, we should put more glass to the table.
For sure.
Because all our pieces are falling in this.
Yeah, now you gotta pick them up.
Green stuff.
They're disgusting.
I'm gonna leave you guys with that.
Yeah, thanks, Kyle.
You're welcome.
You can go home now.
Oh, thanks.
Jose's helping me out. It's just starting. We've been completely opposite of each other. So you start from one end and go all the way around. I start from the middle because that's how my mind works. But that just shows you like how different people work. Like, we better work.
Go look at the Jeep. That will work.
So that worked. So I trust Jose to help me build this. Normally I do it myself, but he volunteered. So I'm gonna get to doing the cage pads and stuff while he's bending this up. Yeah, so this stuff sucks. All this glue. So it's seam glue right in here. That stuff just so flammable. It just ruins your weld, so you gotta get it out, get it really clean. I always scrape it out first. Just a flat blade screwdriver or whatever. Just kind of run it as hard as you can and just knock that away. Get in there. Now I'm just gonna bang this all flat, just so the pad sits on it nicely, and then what we're gonna do is grind everything down, make it bare metal, and then put the pads in. I have no idea how much time that saves getting that stuff out of that corner. Look at how nice and clean that is. So good. So that's gonna make it really easy for me to weld the plates into. Definitely get yourself one of these. All right, so that's pretty shiny in all the right places. Pad fits right in there. So we're gonna weld around the edges. You can see there's a little bit of a gap here. We're gonna make some to meet up this section here, just so it's all one boxed in pad. We'll do that. Gonna leave it out for now because we'll let the cage drop down into it and then we'll cut it exactly, then put these in. So I'm gonna move on to the back here. So the strut tower is back here. So I'm gonna cut some of this away so we have access to get to that. I've seen a lot of people go to here. Personally, I don't like it. I like to go to the strut tower, strengthen everything up a bit. So I'm gonna cut this shroud out around here, kind of clean it up a little bit, and then grind it down again, make it ready to accept another pad. Yeah, that's so much better.
Yeah.
You probably get a little bit more.
Still go higher, yeah. If we go right here.
Let me just do it real quick. Shoo, fitting pretty sick. Tucked up in there. You can see that. We cut that out just to notch it up in there. Get it real high, real tight. Good work, Jose.
Oh yeah.
So it looks pretty sick. We got the pads in. Probably in hindsight shouldn't have done that yet, but did it. So I'm gonna just roll on with it. You can see I cut that out back there. And then these were the pads that I cut and then kind of hammered into place. So those will fit right in there. We'll tack that in, do these drop bars, then we'll do the harness bar, then door bars. But for right now, that's pretty good progress for after work.
Work after work.
Work after work, and then Jose's gonna go work on his car.
Work after work.
Work after work, after work, after too much work. But that's what we do. Jose has an S14 as well. It's like everybody has an S14 gang. I actually got this from Jose. It's a real nice car, Jose. You didn't do me any. He owes me. He's helping me. Not really, he doesn't owe me. You don't owe me, but that looks nice. Well, yeah, I'm happy with that, man. That is tucked. It's just a street car for me, so I want to be able to do tandem, so I'm doing pretty much the bare minimum to do tandem. It's also nice to have a door bar when you are doing stuff like this. I've had a really hard hit in my driver's side door before, and the door bar pretty much saved me, and that's probably why I'm walking right now. So I'm kind of an advocate for roll cages. Might as well do it while everything's stripped out. All right, so it's late. I'm gonna call it a night on that. We gotta work tomorrow. By we, I mean probably just me, but I got some other goodies that I'm probably gonna throw on this weekend as well. So get back at it tomorrow.
Hold up.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Do you like burnouts? Do you like destruction? Do you like cars wrecking? Do you like Dan and Vin? Go subscribe to Daily Transmission's channel.
Zach doesn't yell there, so it's a better place. No, I'm just kidding, he still does.
Right, I do. Burnouts are back, jumps are back, destruction's back, wall taps, drift cars, f***ing Lincoln Town cars, all that DT, Daily Transmission. Subscribe.
Alright, so kind of got distracted last night, a little bit lost, so had to come back. Still Saturday, and just started working on the cage a little bit. Cut out those bars yesterday. I have them all tacked in, and then the harness bar was pretty straightforward. It's really simple. But I got it all level, and I've welded the pads in. Now what I want to do is actually weld this all up before I go any further, because I need to make this diagonal tube. I started on it already, which isn't bad. So we'll have this through there. But I want to weld everything first because it's going to be kind of a pain to get in and out and weld everything with that bar in the way. Probably should have even done the dash bar later, but, or I mean the harness bar. Probably should have waited on that too, but looks good. I'm happy with it, so I'm going to just weld it up. So you can see the fitment's pretty good. It's up into the corners. And all the pads are welded in. So, final welds. Cage should be done, and then I'm gonna move on to some suspension stuff. Maybe swap over 5-lug and then put on my new wheels. So after a pretty awesome fire, the cage is done for the most part. I've run out of material. Forgot I used some of it for another project. Anything moving forward, I have to order that, but it looks pretty good. I'm happy with it. And that's done, so I'm gonna move back to suspension. First thing I'm gonna do, I had a pretty bad rack, so I had it rebuilt. And then I got some of these urethane bushings from Injuki Racing. And then also got some 5-lug hubs because this is 4-lug. That's not gonna work. But ISR Performance 5-lug, oh yeah, bring me to that. I got some new Kansai wheels, the KMPs. They're 18 by 9 plus 12. Should look pretty good. Of course, bronze, I love it. But to put all this to the ground, got some KW coilovers. Check these out. About time I get to put these on. Been holding on to them for a little bit, but don't want to sit on KWs for a while. Put them on right now. Hopefully get it a little bit lower, looking good. I'm using the factory top hats for now, just because I didn't have the adjustable ones, but I might even make those, so we'll see. Just gonna throw these on, see what it looks like. So I got the front pretty much all assembled. This KWs looks sick. I don't have the brakes yet, so it's gonna be hard for me to mock up the wheels, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I ordered brakes, they should be here tomorrow, so I'll put them on. But for now, I'm gonna mount up some new Falcon rubbers on my new Kansai wheels. Pretty excited to see how they look. Alright, the new KW coils are on, got the new rack in, and then pushed in the 5-lug hubs, mounted up some Falcon tires on these new Kansai wheels, and now I'm excited to actually get it on the ground. I had one problem on this side. I could not get this top hat out, and it's under pressure, so I don't want to cut it. I'm gonna have to think of something clever, or just wait until I get my other top hats. Alright, I'm pretty stoked with how this looks. It's shaping up. I still gotta put all the arms on in the back and straighten this out, maybe lower it a little bit more, but I dig the way it looks. Some good progress for a day. The roll cage done, suspension on, 5-lug, wheels, tires, looking good. That's kind of where it's gonna sit for this weekend. I think I'm done. Gonna wait till next weekend where I get more parts. Everything should be done, rolling chassis, ready to go, and then I'll start working on the motor. See you next time. Thanks for watching Lift Noise. Thanks for watching my staff inspection. Hope you like the way it's getting along, because I'm getting pretty close.
Subscribe.
Once they're done lifting, it'll be good. This is the longest lift ever. No, you're good. We're just gonna make the lift noise the rest of this video. You can watch more like this if you subscribe to the Hoonigan Projects Cars channel, which you're on currently right now. We got more staff inspections. Ron will be working on his JZX soon. And also just tune into our other channels. But this is my favorite, you know, like Garage, because it's Garage. We got another big project coming up. It's gonna be sick. Make sure you comment below, subscribe to this channel or all of our other channels. Pick what you want. Click and subscribe so you can see Casey sweeping floors. That's right, Casey. Sweep it up. Sweep it up. I'm pretty tired. I think I'm gonna go home and go to sleep. Or I might just work on my car for the next episode. Watch the next one. Starting right now.